friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a double spread for Project Life, and this is in my travel album. And if you've seen these videos before, you know I've been working away at this travel album for about a year now, and it is of our trip to Amsterdam and Berlin. And so I am doing two Project Life spreads in this video, and I am using the Crepe Paper All Heart collection for this album. So, yeah, each of these pages had a lot of photos in it. They were pretty photo heavy, so that's why I decided to have both sides of it in this video, just because there wasn't too much embellishing that I had to do just because there were so many photos. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to say about that as my little introduction. What I did here for my little Project Life card, I don't buy a lot of Project Life cards. I usually make them on my own for these inserts. But what I did was I took two pieces of scrap paper, cut one the size of the pocket and then one a little bit smaller, and then sewed white around the edges, and that really gave it some nice texture. Sorry, I don't know why I said that's so weird. And then I used that chipboard to give it even more lift, I guess. And then in that other card, there's a picture there that just didn't quite fit right into that pocket, so I put it again on some scrap paper. And what I'm going to do as a little theme here in this spread is have like a label with one of those clear sticker flowers and some gems. And you'll see that a little bit throughout my pages here to make it cohesive. And yeah, so these photos are, let's see, I believe these ones are from Berlin. And we were walking past the Parliament building, I think it was, and they have like this big field park area, and so we were just being silly and taking pictures. We were walking back from a fancy dinner that we went to, so we were walking off for dinner, and then we just decided to take some little self-timer photos. So that's what all of these are here. And also I like to keep my memorabilia from different trips and things, so that's what you see me putting together here. And on either side of the page there were some spots for memorabilia, so that is what I'm putting together there, just using this giant pink paper clip to attach it on, and it just barely fits. It was quite thick, but it fit. And yeah, so there wasn't, like I said, there wasn't really much embellishing to do on these photos, but I do have a little bit of journaling and stuff like that. So again, the label, the flower, and I think I'm going to put some gems as well. Yeah, so I hope you guys are doing well. Here it is starting to turn to fall season. It feels like it was all of a sudden one day it was like really, really warm and hot summer weather, and then all of a sudden the next day it's like very cool and you need a sweater and it is fall weather. It changed pretty quickly. It didn't feel very gradual. But as long as it stays fall for a while and not winter too quickly, then I'm okay with it. But I am going to miss feeling the sun on my face. Today that I'm doing this recording, it's pretty cloudy, but the sun is still out, so it's peeking behind there somewhere. I do really love these little gemmies. I get them from pen pals and stuff, and I always put them away in a little basket, and I use them up so fast. I love when pen pals give me little samples of gems and enamel dots and things like that. Just adds the perfect touch. And there's a lot of like silver iridescent in this collection, so the silver in those gems are perfect. So I pull out this cut apart. I think what I did with these cut aparts was I just cut them apart because I knew I was going to use them. Instead of cutting them when I use them, just do it all at once. And then I sewed around the edge of this. I also have a Dymo label maker that I'm going to use on this side of the page, and I think I'm going to use it 3 times to kind of make it cohesive. And this side is when we flew, this side of the page is when we flew into Amsterdam. So that's kind of the title that I'm going to use with my label maker. Honestly, I just got the label maker through from Amazon, and it's a great label maker. It works really, really well for me, and I'm happy with it. It's exactly the kind of look I was looking for, so it is perfect. So this was our first day there, and kind of exploring, and just in absolute awe of Amsterdam. It was just wow, like very unique and unlike anywhere I've ever visited before. So it was just, anyone who's been there, who's from like North America, it's just such a different vibe, right? I don't know, at least in my opinion. It's just, just so, see, I'm speechless. It was just beautiful there. I loved it. So we were just walking around and just enjoying all the views. We went on a few tours as well, which we enjoy doing because it gives us a lot of facts and things about the city and everything that we wouldn't know otherwise or wouldn't get to know. So we do a lot of like walking tours around the city, and they point out things that we would have never known on our own. So as you can see here, I'm using the gems and I'm using the labels to put it in 3 different spots. And I am liking the way this is all coming together, because sometimes if it's photo heavy, it can be a little bit difficult to figure out what goes where and how to embellish it, or do you just leave it or what? And some of these pictures are just too pretty. You don't want to cover things up. So I think I got a pretty good balance here. I'm going to put that camera right there with the shot of the food, and that was our first night. And then those bottom pictures are the next morning. We grabbed, I think it was like a crepe or something, I don't know, and then waited for our tour. So that is what all of those photos are. And I think I'm finishing up here. I'm going to add these butterflies. I believe I add 1 butterfly to each side, because I thought if I add 2, then I'm going to want to add a third to, for the rule of thirds, and I just don't need that many butterflies on this page since it was kind of a last minute decision, and I should have left room for more, but I think it worked out in the end anyway. And here are some close-ups. I like how it turned out, and I'm glad to have 2 more pages in my travel album done. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!